so fucking special. But I'm a
We are here today to talk about the criminally underrated Colin Greenwood, bassist and co-founder of Radiohead. We're going to talk about his insane bass lines that he's written over the years, and we're going to talk about just Radiohead in general.
It's also going to be an ode to the P-bass because he's been a P-bass guy for a long time, and one of my favorite Colin Greenwood bass lines actually wasn't recorded by Colin Greenwood at all. We're going to show you that at the end of the video. Oh my God, I love this song so much.
Are you ready?
I'm so ready. What a bass line.
Talk show host off of the EP Street Spirit in 1996.
Come on, really though? I know this because I'm old from the Romeo and Juliet soundtrack. Let me know in the comments if you're introduced to that song via that movie. That was definitely me.
I was playing a clip off of their live show in Glastonbury. Let me break down that bass line for you. I don't know if he's using like a drive or a fuzz on this track specifically. It feels really like there's a bite to how he plays it.
Totally.
And it might be like he's just like really digging in, but I'm using an overdrive and this is how I'm playing it. And sometimes when he plays it live, he also does, which is cool. Depending on which recording you listen to, you'll see him do like different variations of stuff, and it's really, really cool.
And just the space, like the ostinato and then the amount of space. We're going to see that, right?
Yes.
Like throughout this whole video, he is a master of a pattern-based ostinato bass line and then leaving you wanting more.
I love that you mentioned the word pattern because visually you can see like he's using patterns, box patterns, pentatonic patterns all over his bass lines, and you're going to see that as we go through them today. Remember, for the whole lesson today, you can grab the full tab and notation for every single song down below in the description.
This riff they get into,
Ugh.
so crunchy. Then he goes up high. That is wild. It's still all pattern based though, right? Like
Yes.
this thing he does up high is so cool. And I think even though it is pattern based, it really is this sort of cool melodic sensibility that he has. So they start with this figure.
I love that note. Is that like an A flat?
Yeah, just A, C, A, right? An A in its minor third, then that A flat, which just makes it sound so evil.
Yes.
And you know, you think he's just going to stay there, but then there's this moment where he rises and plays this really cool sort of snaky figure where he comes up.
Woo.
That's nasty.
If I want to learn that, Ian, where do I go?
You know where to go. Everybody knows where to go. Sharon, word on the street is that you've got a little something written up about Mr. Greenwood that you'd like to share with the class.
I do. I wrote a little essay. A little bit on Colin Charles Greenwood. Colin Charles Greenwood was born on June 26, 1969 in Oxford, England, one of 3 siblings in the Greenwood household, alongside his older sister Susan and younger brother Johnny, whom all of you might know from somewhere. Colin attended Abingdon School, where he would eventually cross paths with Tom York, Ed O'Brien, and Phil Selway. In different years and in different corners of the same campus, these friendships and musical threads quietly began weaving together. Colin later studied English Lit at Cambridge University, but the moment that changed his musical life happened at his day job in the R. Price record shop in Oxford. One afternoon, he handed a demo tape of his band, then called On a Friday, to EMI talent scout Keith Watsoncroft. That small exchange put them on the label's radar and set in motion the beginnings of Radiohead. As Radiohead's sound began to evolve, Colin's role settled into something subtle but foundational. He is primarily a fingerstyle player with a measured, intentional feel, choosing lines that anchor harmony, guide movement, and give shape to the band's more exploratory impulses. While he has used different instruments over the years, like the NS upright on Pyramid Song, his main voice has largely come from the vintage Fender precision basses, chosen for their clarity, weight, and honesty of tone.
Yes. Oh, there is nothing more honest than a P bass.
I agree.
Right?
I agree.
Volume and tone, one pickup. It's the best.
Colin Greenwood is not the sort of bassist who demands attention, but within one of the most influential bands of the last 3 decades, he became a quiet pillar and grounding force beneath the innovation.
Yes. That space.
So beautiful.
Oh, wow.
So insane. You were talking about how he utilizes space for his bass lines, and this is such a perfect example.
It's a great example of it, yes.
Such a perfect example. And he actually talks about it. I have a little quote from him.
Oh, I love it.
Bass Magazine.
Cool.
Talking about this song. I tried to find all of the good notes and what feels best to play, Greenwood told Bass Magazine. Sometimes I make it too complex and too noodly, but Tom is good at putting the brakes on that. And you can tell that I've been told to not play too much for years. Maybe that's why it comes out in short bursts. And then this little bit, which is really cool. As for the bass line, Greenwood reportedly left gaps that he meant to fill later, but never quite got around to it. The quirky randomness of the part became the part, as he plays it pretty much note for note when the band plays live.
Oh, that's awesome. But we hear that thing all the time, right? It's like, it's about the notes you don't play. And you can hear that over and over. But until you experience it, is that like...
Yeah, exactly. E, G, E, G, A.
And then you wait.
And then you wait. He moves that dun dun. He moves it around. Initially, he comes in with the snare. Go-de-go-de-go. Gun, and the snare is doing it with him.
Yep.
But then later on, he does like a go-de-go-de-go. Gun. He's like slightly off. And it's just, it's so beautiful. Colin is a master of utilizing space. He really
For sure.
is.
And it makes you notice the bass lines more, actually.
Yes.
Right? Like if it were just like...
Absolutely.
Then it wouldn't be special.
Speaking of...
Yeah.
This was a great example of him utilizing space while using short notes. Let me give you an example of him utilizing space, not using short notes. It's killing me to not play a dead note.
Right.
No dead notes. Nothing.
He's not doing pickups or... Right.
It's so hard. I actually had to practice not adding something. That's the most he plays, like, lines.
Yes.
You can, like, take a friggin' bass solo over this.
You could. Well, it could have been the mighty whip of Mr. Tom York cracking down. When restraint is the value and when restraint is cool, I love bands that take this under advisement, you know?
I agree.
Because it's easy to get notey. It's easy to play complex stuff, actually.
Yeah.
But that bass line is really, really cool.
Do you want to know where he got it?
Yeah.
Apparently, it was just a bass exercise that he used to warm up.
That's crazy.
I know.
That's crazy. That reminds me of Jocko, you know, like using the tuning harmonics.
Yeah.
Crazy. That's cool. Speaking of melodic bass lines, Sharon, I think this is my favorite Colin Greenwood bass line of all time. You ready for it, Sharon? Isn't that beautiful? And it's such a cool juxtaposition, right? So he's down on A. He also doesn't play beat 1. So it's like 1. That's the pattern down low.
Morse code.
Yeah, totally. It does sound like Morse code. And then when he finally goes up high, it comes to this.
It's so pretty.
Yeah, and I always want to do stuff like,
Yeah.
I always want to like embellish it, but it sort of sounds kind of cheesy when you do that. It's really cool. Like Colin plays this.
Restrained. This bass does not enter where you think it enters. It just completely messes up the pattern. And it's amazing. This keeps going.
It's hypnotic. So cool.
The whole song is in 6/8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. And then he's playing his line with like dotted eighth notes. And he doesn't enter when the harmony like concludes. He enters 6 beats, 6/8 notes before the harmony concludes, and he starts his phrase a bar earlier than the harmonic progression, which is wild. And then the whole thing gets thrown off, but then meets occasionally. It's such a great nod to what they do in a bunch of their songs, which is just like slight polyrhythm things, time signature changes. Yeah. They play with patterns so much. Pyramid Song is a great example of that.
And they subvert expectations.
Yeah.
Too, right? Like you think you know what's happening, and then there's a change.
The bass line itself, super easy. That's pretty much what he's doing for the whole, like the majority of the song. And it's just dotted eighth notes. If you can ignore the fact that you're going against the pattern, it's a really easy bass line.
Isn't that outrageous? I know.
I'm the next step, waiting in the wings. I'm an animal trapped in your car.
I could play that all day.
It's hypnotizing.
It is hypnotizing. And again, such an awesome ostinato. And I feel like it's probably like Rhodes playing along with bass because there's this crunch
there's a
to
bunch.
it.
Yeah.
But check out Colin playing it live. I played it, when I'm playing it. I'm kind of trying to emulate some of that crunch, right? I've got an octave pedal on, I've got some drive, I have a little bit of chorus because, to me, the sound is just as important as the notes, But check out how Colin plays it live. He plays it just a little differently. Check it out.
I'm the next step, waiting in the wings. I'm an animal trapped in your car.
And actually, he's totally defying what I just said here. He's not playing a big gritty sound at all.
He's just doing clean bass.
He's just playing this beautiful bass line. So maybe I'm wrong.
Or it's just how they do it live.
Yeah. But there's the keys.
There is
with
the
him,
keys, yeah.
Jumps in there.
A little less produced.
It's a little less like dark and ominous in the basement recording than it is on the record. The record, like the crunch of the Rhodes.
That
It's like a little more menace to it. But if I get rid of all that stuff, right? Colin is playing it this way.
Ooh. Almost like a synthy sound.
Yeah, and that's just P bass with tone roll down.
Yeah.
So whether you want to play it Colin's way or the way that I did it with the effect, we will have all of that in tab and notation for you down below. And speaking of making cool sounds, I have been doing this series of workshops over at SBL where I'm breaking down individual effects types. So if you hear sounds like this, and that intrigues you and you're like, I don't even know where to start, I actually recorded a big octave deep dive all about the octave pedal, how to use it. I also am doing one on fuzz, distortion, and overdrive, the difference between all of that. Sharon, could you explain the difference between those three things right now?
One is more and the other is more
Yes, and if you'd like to have a little bit better understanding than that, come and hang out with me over at SBL and jump into these effects deep dives. They're so much fun for me to do. I love doing them, and I think they bring you a lot of value.
And clearly I'll be there as well because there are some massive knowledge gaps.
So if you want to get started and check those out, head on over to trysbl.com.
Ooh, he enters up high.
Oh, yes. Oh, that's so cool.
It's so hard to lock into that, but it's so fun. Oh my God.
It's so good. It's a journey too. And it like keeps ramping the intensity as it goes.
It's also the only song that we have, I think, on this list where Colin is tuned down to a low D.
That old dirty D.
Yeah, dirty D. This specific performance of it, they're a little faster than the record. The record is like...
Yeah, sure.
And it's a lot straighter, but then here on the live, they're almost like...
Swinging.
They're like getting into shuffle swing territory.
Yeah.
Like, I'm getting that with hammer-ons. So I'm hammering on the A, I'm hammering on this E to F, B to C, and A.
Sorry to be this guy, but like, well, it's not technically an A, Sharon. Since you're tuned down, that would be a G.
It would be a G, that's true. It would take me way too long to figure that out, though. I'd be like,
That's why we have the what in the description, Chaz.
Everybody say it with me.
Tab and notation. Just in right out of the gate. Pick? He's usually a finger guy?
Pick?
Yes, he is, Sharon. Awesome pattern. You know, there's a couple things in there that I didn't get exactly right to this live version. He changes it almost every time.
Sure,
but essentially, we have him just driving this thing with a pick. The art in this, once you get the rhythm down, is then sort of walking in between those tones, right? Sharon, we've mentioned it, but I feel like it deserves its own little segment. Just a little something about his number one, his 1972 Olympic white P bass.
Yeah.
He's played a lot of basses, he's played a lot of pedals and amps, but the thing that I think is sort of signature to him is that white P bass that you see him play so much. He acquires this bass in 1996 in a trade for his Music Man Sterling. that he used on Pablo Honey in the Benz. You can actually see it too in the video of like, there's like Spring Break on MTV where like Tom York is in the cool like black and white striped shirt and they do Creep and he's playing a Stingray or a Sterling, I guess. It's crazy. He trades that for a P bass, and it subsequently is used on all the band's further albums. The Sunburst bass, number 2, was favored on OK Computer, but every album since has been recorded mainly with the 72 Olympic White number 1. Shout out to the kingofgear.com if you want to check out an exhaustive list of what Colin uses. Go check out thekingofgear.com and you will be happy with all of the information. It's a ton of it.
When Ian says exhaustive, we're talking all of the keys, all of the foot switches, his like pictures of pedal boards throughout the eras of albums. It's insane.
Oh, come on. That was so cool.
That is a gnarly bass line. It's not fast, but it's faster than you'd like for the things that he's playing. It's mostly 4 patterns that he's using. So I'm going to break those down. First one. For me, this is like the one that like has a run up. It's like a scale up. Then the second one, it's like a skippy.
Yeah, sure.
That's how I'm like memorizing them.
Yeah,
like
it's
the
skipping
run
over the intervals.
and then the skippy one.
Yeah, cool.
Then the line that everyone knows. And then there's the last one, which is very similar to the skippy one. The thing that he does differently is that he actually holds the notes. So up until now, it's been there's like a bouncy aspect to everything. This last phrase is there's a whole note in there.
Yeah, right.
Which is insane, and it just fills the bottom of the track just for those bars where he does that, and it's really cool. Also, the song is in 5, so I love it.
Yeah, of course you do.
I want to take a quick moment to look at this live version from the Basement show, which, if people haven't checked it out yet, that is such an incredible live show that they did. All the tracks are friggin' insane. There's a couple of cute moments that I want to shout out.
Can't wait. The Basement show.
It's such a good show.
In general, it's so cool.
Okay, did you see that? Did you see? Okay, Colin is over here, turns on, not bass, he's turning on percussion.
Oh, cool.
With his foot switches. Watch out. Boom. It's
cool.
And then look at how
Colin
happy they are.
that?
Yeah, Colin's triggering it. And then Phil and him are so overjoyed by the percussions that enter. It is the sweetest bass drummer moment. Look at that.
Smiley. They're smiling at each other. That's so cool.
Such a great moment. I loved catching that.
That's so cool.
And shout out to Phil. Like, I know we're a bass channel, but drummers are our best friends. And those two are an incredible duo. Together, they leave so much space and they like complement each other on such a crazy level that, yeah, I had to take a little moment here and shout out to Phil Selway.
Hug your drummer, right?
Oh, I want it on a t-shirt. See, there's the
synthy thing is bass. This line is awesome. But the drama, as you can imagine, starts to amp up.
Yeah. Wow.
So nasty. He goes into what I feel like inspired Muse, honestly.
Oh, yes.
When I heard Muse for the first time, I was like, it's like a heavier Radiohead.
Yeah.
Like Radiohead meets Rage Against the Machine or something. And this to me sounds like the Muse dudes were listening to OK Computer and they were like, fuck. Or like, May, I don't know. Like, we got to do this. So Colin finds this fuzz out on the road. It's a Japanese fuzz, I believe from the 60s, called the like Shin-E or like Shin-I. I'm back on King of Gear. He finds it in 1995 for $60 in a pawn shop. It's a Shin-I or Shin-E companion fuzz FY2. It doesn't matter that that's what it is, but it does because everybody goes and buys them.
Course,
And now they're $1,000, right? I'm just using the HX, the Clawthorn, right? But I will say, so I'm using an amp emulator. And to me, his sound on this sounds like it's a fuzz into console. So if I get rid of the amps, right? You get a little more, it's more like transistor, right? So
Gnarly.
when he plays that live too, that line changes. And it honestly, to me on the record, sounds like the first or second take of it because they're not always the same. In the very beginning, he goes like, gets this in there. Just wild. And maybe that's a written thing, but it almost sounds like they had just wrote it and went for it. Okay, remember at the beginning of the video, I'm like, there's a song that I love, one of my favorite Colin bass lines, but I found out that he didn't actually play it. Do you know what that is?
No.
It's called the National Anthem.
It's not Colin?
No, it's not Colin. It's Tom York. Tom York played it. You know, I don't know. Is Colin, maybe he's out, he's grabbing a bite. I don't know what he's doing, but he's not around. Tom picks up the bass and plays this amazing bass line. Playing with those thirds, little fuzz behind the sound. I love that the drums drop out again. This, again, is just like this hypnotic ostinato, right? And if you're thinking about the key of D, you come up and play the major third, and then the minor third, and then the second. And it's all about those descending notes, intervals, then mixed with the rhythm. And if you don't want to stretch that far, you can also play it here. Or play it open. And I just put back on the amp emulation and turned on the fuzz and just brought the fuzz level down. So you kind of hear the bass, you hear the clean clank of the bass. But you also hear that fuzz just behind it. Just enough, right? If I take the fuzz away. Anyway, I love that bass line. I was shocked that it wasn't Mr. Greenwood himself. But Tom York's a pretty badass bass player too. I feel like we could make a video on Tom York's
video
bass
on
playing.
Tom York, yeah.
Totally.
We probably should.
But Colin plays this live and crushes it. And I love his bass playing. I love his contribution to Radiohead.
Yeah.
I love his contribution to restraint and to making ostinatos really cool and relevant in like indie rock and roll music.
Yeah. And guys, we know we didn't cover even a small percentage of the bass lines you probably wanted to see in this video. Let us know what we missed because I want to feel the pain. I want to feel the burn of the songs that we missed.
Yeah.
But also let us know what band or what bassist we should cover next.
Bye.
Okay, bye. Oh my god, that was insane!
Oh my god, Jinx!
Ooh, wow!
Sharon! Hive mind. Hive mind. Oh!
I missed it.
I missed it too! What the hell am I doing here?
Colin Greenwood is not...
Woof.
What do you need?
I need to be able to share my screen, please. A lot of great bass lines. I mean, I'm not gonna fully go there and be like,
Continue
what a
the
great bass
sentence,
lines.
Ian.
We're written by guitar players. Like, good luck, Sharon. You're gonna need it. I mean, you're not gonna need it.
Shots fired.
If you like seeing the nitty gritty
Wait, 1 second, my hair. I don't know what's
sorry,
happening.
of Sharon's hair,
You don't have these problems, okay?
you're
Your hair
damn
doesn't
right.
shift throughout
my
a video.
beautiful hair. It's
My
always in the
luscious,
way.
luscious hair.
All of my hair. I just don't know what to do with all of it. Oh, it's so terrible. You don't have this problem, Baldy.
Thank you for watching. That was Ian Martin Allison. He's sick, but he's got no hair. And my name is Sharon Reynolds. And while I have hair, I have some neurological issues. Okay, bye.